So what's up everybody, Byron here from ETA, and we're here with a quick little DIY. Let's get it. Alrighty, so as you guys know, I've started longboarding, and I want to find maybe a little bit of a better way to do it. This is the Brake SVX. This is made in Korea, and this is basically what you get. You get the brake with the pad, so you get the brake lever with the pad. You get your bolt. You got some nuts which mount this. This is your actuation. You've got an extender. You've got a shorter block and a threaded bit, just in case you need to go farther down to the ground. In this case, I think this one will be okay, but I may have to go shorter. So I've taken it apart just so I can go ahead and inspect how everything is put together. And it is put together pretty nicely. As you can see, we don't need too many special tools. You will need a drill with a 5mm drill bit, which is pretty standard. Just about any drill bit set you get should have that in it. For my American friends that don't understand metric, well, you can hit Google. I'll put it down in the description below. Anyway, so we're just checking it out just to see what is it. This is stainless steel, so it's got some flex to it, but it's not going to break. This is how it's mounted. And as this thing wears out, it is serviceable. You can replace this pad. Now, one opportunity that I see here for improvement, just already off the bat, all of this hardware should be the same size as what you need, or what you can do with a standard skate tool. So I feel that's a missed opportunity. I feel that they could have bumped the nut size up just a little bit, and then you could use your regular old skate tool to do 100% of the maintenance on this thing, which you should be able to do. Just my opinion, you know, what do I know? So we're going to go ahead and snug these back up, and then we'll be right back and I'll show you how it mounts onto the board. You don't have to take this part off. I chose to just because I wanted to double check how everything goes together, and because I may be changing this for the shorter block. I'm not sure yet. We got to see how it goes together and how well it works. So we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Alrighty, so now we got it all back together. As you can see, just snugged it up. First off, let's talk about why. Well, if you're into longboarding, like me, and you're a little bit older, like me, and maybe your knees and your ankles are not working like they used to, well, this gives me an extra measure of safety in a way that I'm not the best at foot braking. I'm still learning it. I'm still learning how to do it. And this will just hopefully augment that. So I can scrub a little bit of speed, keep riding, do what I need to do. And if I do hit a surprise hill, of which here on Maui there are many, this will give me the ability to hopefully maintain control. So it mounts on like this, and then this control rod here, this foot rod, whatever you would like to call it, comes through the top. So I can already tell just by how this is going to sit that I want the shorter block in here, not the taller block. So we're going to go ahead and put this block in. As you can see, there's quite a size difference between them. See that? So I'm going to remove the tall block, place the small block, and we'll be back. Alrighty guys, so we're back, and as you can see, I've got it fitted. I do apologize. I'm a mechanical guy at heart. Sometimes when I'm presented with a puzzle, I tend to just kind of roll right into it. So we're going to check this out. You can see it actuate here. Doesn't take a whole lot. You have to do some adjustments for sure. You can change this block, for example. Let's see if we can get it to focus. There we go. So you can change out this block. The kit that I bought does come with the shorter block. However, the shorter block actually changes the angle and it makes it too steep. So there's no way to actually ride it with the shorter block installed. So I went back to the larger block. As you can see, it just sits on the end of the truck. I've adjusted the nut here so that the flat sits just in front of this beautiful Paris truck. If you have, for whatever reason, a forward-facing kingpin on your trucks, it will not work. Haven't seen too many of those, but you know, just figured I'd throw it out there. So, it does work. However, as you can see, you also have a little bit of an obstacle now if you're going to go over a speed bump or off of a curb. So you should bear that in mind. Some of the changes that I plan to make to this, just a little bit, I want to actually get a brake. I want to find a brake bend, and I want to bend this part here flat so that it'll sit flush and maybe take just a hair out of this angle. However, I think also the first couple times I use it, it's going to maybe bend up a little bit more. And I mean, this is stainless steel, so I can bend this if I really wanted to. I don't want to do it at the moment, but I can. Another option is you can get it mounted up, kind of bend this angle down a little bit here. There we go. So you can actually bend this so that this sits a little flatter, and then you can move the forward nut like over to here, say, for example. However, this is basically what I was able to find as far as the installation instructions. There's a couple of different videos on this. I haven't seen one that's been made in the last 7 years other than the Penny Brake videos from Penny Brake in Korea. So, 안녕하세요, 아저씨. If you see this, 감사합니다. Spent 2 years in Korea. And as you can see, this is how it works, right? It's very simple. We're going to take this out tomorrow, and we're going to put it through its paces. As you can see, it's a very simple design. Again, my changes that I would make is I would have less of a steep angle here, and I would have a flatter angle here, ideally. And instead of just one nut, I would maybe put 3 here, just to give it a little bit of extra force and to keep it a little bit flatter. That being said, I am expecting this to bend a little bit as I break this in, so I am expecting this to conform a little bit better. But overall, for what it is, it's just very simple. And that's all. This is adjustable. For example, I could take the nut off of here and actually move that down the length a little bit further. You can see that there's like a Teflon thread protector going around the threads. That's going to help prevent it from eating into your board a little bit. However, I'm fully expecting that it's going to happen. The other thing, as tight as it appears, you can see it does not actually interfere with the trucks and the operation of the trucks. So, and you can see it just kind of sits really flush right there. So yeah, I think it's a pretty worthwhile investment. At least for me, if you're old and got bad knees like me. Let's get you set up over here right quick, and let's show you what it does. I actually kind of like the grip tape that comes with it. Kind of matches my grip tape, and then it's got the white on there for visibility. But you can see, you're rolling, just a little bit of pressure. It does not take a lot of pressure to use this. And if you step on it, it will actually pick the wheels up off the ground. So I'm expecting to have to adjust this a little bit. But with the weight on the board, I can see this as being pretty beneficial. I may end up raising it a little bit more to give it just a hair more throw, or I may actually end up, like I said, just trying to find a sheet metal brake and doing a little bend on it. I don't really know. I'll update you guys when I get there. This is Byron. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to like and sub.